Jen Concannon with Advon Group from TTR Sotheby's International Realty, and I'm here with Mark Renz. And so you're an architect.
I am.
Why?
I am.
Why?
Well,
what happened there?
I know. Where did things go wrong?
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So when I was in high school, actually before I was in high school, my brother was. He was 4 years ahead of me, and he took a architectural drafting class. And it's probably the only teacher I ever heard him not speak positively about, but rave about. He loved the guy. His name is Mr. Costello.
Where was this? Where were you in your
Long Island, New York. Long Island. And so when I got into high school, I signed up for that class right away because it was the only thing my brother kind of raved about, and he didn't really love school. So I got into it, and the teacher was awesome. He was funny. He was fun. I learned that it was technical but creative. Because I'm sort of left brain, right brain, and the class was just a blast, and I did it for years. So I ended up doing, at that time, it was hand drafting.
You like the smell of blueprints?
Yeah, the ammonia, it's glorious. Absolutely glorious. It's always in the smallest room possible, so that the interns kind of like
what's
faint.
wrong with you guys.
Yes. Well, it burns a few brain cells, I think, more than you do in college. So it was that teacher that got me kind of into it. And then when I decided to look for schools, I was looking for engineering or architecture.
Okay.
And truthfully, my math is not at the engineering level. So architecture worked out well. I went to a bunch of schools, found one that seemed really fun. It was, a creative atmosphere. The teachers were really cool when we went for, like the parent-teacher meetings. And that's kind of how I fell into it. So I've essentially known I was going to be an architect since I was 12, I think.
Awesome.
So, it was kind of nice because I didn't go through college, not knowing what I was going to do. When I started school, that's what I was going to do. It was pretty much a given.
Is this like a thank your bro and Mr. Costello sort of moment?
Yeah, it was. It's awesome. They both of them, they had a really strong effect on me in terms of where I ended up with my career and my life.
Have you ever told them that? Or are you not supposed
to tell them? I don't think that I have. I've never explained it to my brother, but now I'm going to have to.
Right?
I put it together in my head, but I've never, verbalized it to him. But I should, and I got to catch up for lunch in a couple weeks anyway. So,
that's awesome.
But Mr. Costello, I haven't seen him since I was in high school. But he was an awesome guy. Awesome guy.
My granddad was from Long Island, and it's so funny because you never would have known it until you were driving with him.
Oh yes.
And then it comes out.
Yes. yes. Very much so. And you can kind of place where if you're from Long Island, you can place kind of where they're from. You're like, all right, so you're North Shore, East End? Yes.
So
you can tell. But we went from Long Island to Louisville, and I always joke that I became a kinder, gentler person when I was driving in Louisville because I no longer flicked the bird at anybody. I tried not to yell at them.
Roll down your window and go like this.
Yeah. There was a little bit of that in New York. Long Island's tough because, it literally is a Long Island, and there's no more land. So when they keep adding people, it just gets more and more tense. So
that sounds like Northern Virginia.
Yes, it's actually quite similar in that matter. Quite similar. But I still think people are kinder and gentler here.
That's a story for another time.